Hello and welcome to our channel. Hi, I'm attorney Jae Francis. I'm a U.S. immigration lawyer based in Chicago but serving all 50 states. Today, we're diving into a critical update about Daca, especially what it means for existing recipients living in Texas and other states. If you or someone you know is a Daca recipient, this video is for you and then your families and friends and loved ones. Number one, the Fifth Circuit Court ruling on Daca. On January 17, 2025, the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals in State of Texas versus United States upheld prior rulings that deferred action for childhood arrival, we know it as a Daca program, is unlawful. This ruling confirmed that Texas and other states challenging Daca had a standing due to financial burdens in each state, such as increased health care and education costs caused by Daca recipients. The court found no material differences between the original 2012 Daca memorandum passed under President Obama and 2022 final rule passed by the Department of Homeland Security under Biden's administration. The second attempt tried to address procedural defects of the first one. However, the court found that both were unlawful under Administrative Procedure Act, it's called APA, and inconsistent with the immigration law. But this is not it. There's a little bit more positive came out of this ruling. The court modified the nationwide injunction, limiting its scope to Texas while maintaining a stay allowing, this is a key point, allowing existing Daca recipients to retain their status pending further appeals. But it's confusing. So I'm going to explain what all this holding means for you, for those of you who are in Texas and other part of this country. But before we delve into the detail of the program and then holding, let's go back to important question. So number two, what is Daca? Why is this important? Remember, if you remember the Trump's first term, right? He became the president January 2017, and then September of that year, he announced that he's going to cancel Daca program. Still, we're in 2025. We're still dealing with legality of the Daca program. So, what is it? So, for those who may not be familiar, Daca is a program that protects certain undocumented immigrants who were brought to the United States as children. It allows them to remain in the country, work legally with a work permit, and avoid deportation. Recently, the Fifth Circuit of Appeals ruled, January 17, that Daca is both procedurally and substantively unlawful. This decision has left many current and prospective Daca recipients wondering about their future, especially those living in Texas. Number three, key takeaways from the ruling. New applications are halted nationwide. The court confirmed then no new Daca applications can be submitted or approved by USCIS. This ruling applies across the country, including Texas. So if you're considering applying for Daca for the first time, unfortunately, you won't be able to do so under the current legal framework. No new Daca application. In contrast, existing Daca recipients may retain their status. So what does it mean? So the court's decision preserve the ability of existing Daca recipients to maintain their status. If you already have a Daca, this is important. You can continue to renew it. This applies nationwide, including for those living in Texas. So key point, nationwide application. You can renew it. This is a significant relief for the hundreds of thousands of individuals who rely on Daca for legal work authorization and protection from deportation. So let's talk about what happened or what's going to happen to Texas. So because there's a Texas specific implication. It can be a little bit confusing. So although the court limited the scope of its injunction to Texas, the ruling does not prevent Daca recipients in the state of Texas from renewing their status. However, new applications remain blocked, and the program's future could still change as appeals and legal challenges will continue. I'm going to talk about this a little bit later. Stay on changes for existing recipients. The court has maintained a stay for existing recipients. So what does it mean? It means that while Daca was ruled unlawful, those who currently have a Daca will not lose it immediately. So it's good news, good relief. They're still allowed to renew their status as long as stay remains in effect. So this is a key point. You're allowed to renew your Daca if you're on valid Daca now. Number 4, what should you do next? Check your renewal deadlines. If your Daca status is set to expire, make sure that you renew it as soon as possible. According to current regulation, you may submit your renewal application 5 months prior to expiration because you probably experienced in the past USCIS processing time for Daca renewal change all the time. Sometimes 30 days, sometimes more than 6 months. So don't wait until the last minute as processing time can vary. And remember, unlike other work permit EAD, you absolutely need to have a physical approved Daca permit, work permit with you in order for you to have a lawful employment. Simply submitting renewal application prior to expiration of your current Daca EAD is not sufficient. Consult with immigration lawyer. Legal experts can provide tailored advice based upon your specific circumstances and help you navigate the complexities of this ruling, especially if you enter the U.S. without inspection as a child and then you've been on Daca, but if you're thinking or get married to U.S. citizen spouse, there's an option called Daca advanced parole. Or if you hop onto first Daca before turning 18 years old, then you may try employment-based option, green card, but it'll be a consular process. So there's a lot of options you may hop on, but you need to talk to, experienced immigration lawyer. Stay updated on legal developments. Subscribe to trusted immigration news sources, blogs, YouTube, TikTok, if that's allowed to stay, Instagram, and channels like this, ours, to stay informed about any changes that could affect your status. For those of you who's watching this video for the first time, once again, I'm repeating, I'm a Dr. Jae Francis. I do YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook Live on every Thursday, 5 p.m. Central Time. You can find me. And then I'm going to talk about this again during this live stream. Number 5, will this case reach the Supreme Court? So major question on everyone's mind is, will this case ultimately be decided by the Supreme Court? The answer is likely yes. This ruling from Fifth Circuit Court is not the final word or decision. Given the significance of Daca, whether you like it or not, because people are really divided on whether this should stay or go, and its impact on hundreds and thousands of people, it is highly probable that this case will be appealed to Supreme Court. If the Supreme Court agrees to hear this case, it could issue a definitive ruling on Daca's legality. They're going to have a final say. This would provide clarity on whether the program can continue on its current form, require modification, or permanently end it. In previous decisions, the Supreme Court has addressed Daca. It's not the first time, including blocking the Trump's administration attempt to rescind the program on procedural grounds in 2020. However, this case involves a deeper question about whether Daca is lawful under existing immigration law, making it a pivotal moment for the program. So not just procedural issue, it's about legality, substantive issue. As we wait for the next steps, it is crucial for Daca recipients to stay informed and prepared. Consulting with experienced immigration attorney is key to understanding how potential Supreme Court involvement could affect your status. Number 6, final thoughts. While the Fifth Circuit Court ruling has created challenges for Daca, the good news is that existing recipients, including those in Texas, are still allowed to renew their status. However, the legal landscape is evolving. Trump will be the next president on January 20th. So it's vital to stay informed and proactive. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, subscribe to our channel. Also, as I mentioned, I do live stream every Thursday, 5 p.m. Central Time. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook as well. You can visit our website or you can call us as well. We're here to keep you updated on latest immigration news and provide the information you need to make informed decisions. Once again, with this ruling, for those of you who absolutely need a Daca status or have different options, but you're not sure whether it's worth trying, whether you're eligible, contact experienced immigration lawyer to explore your options. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next video. Stay safe and take care. And peace be with you.